This is the most delusionally psychotic reality TV show fan I've ever seen in my entire life, and I'm about to show you why. This is Caitlyn and Tyler from Teen Mom and 16 and Pregnant. They're famous and have recently been speaking out about open adoption and all of the empty promises made to them in open adoption, hoping to spread awareness about the fact that this is still happening today.
This whole adoption industry is so corrupted. And if you only knew what it was like behind closed doors, paperwork we had to sign, verbal language used about what's best for the baby is for you not to be its parent. Please talk to adoptees. All you guys see are maybe 3 or 4 or 5 stories that get published and promoted by these agencies. You don't hear the other 18,000 other adoption cases that don't go that way.
Sounds pretty reasonable, right? Not to this lady.
They are not Carly's parents. You are not her parents. You are her sperm and egg donor. Brandon and Teresa are her parents. It's a sickness at this point. They need to get some sort of counseling. What I'm seeing online is honestly kind of scary. It's at this point obsessive. Everything is surrounded about her. Why don't you focus on the kids that you have now?
So many adopted people, including myself, have already refuted all kinds of misinformation this lady is spreading about adoption and Tyler, Caitlyn, and their children. But I also want to entertain one specific point that she and many others have made about the sibling relationships in adoption, because I feel like people need to understand this.
It's probably uncomfortable and weird to her. Honestly, she can't even get to know her birth parents without having to be like getting to know some kids that she has no really relation to besides blood. How would you feel as an adoptee if your parents gave you up and then they continue to have kids with each other later on, and then they're forcing these kids in your face and you're just like overwhelmed?
I mean, this feels like she's projecting because she answered her own question, but the truth is that the answer to this question is that I wasn't overwhelmed at all by getting to know my siblings. In fact, I wish I knew them sooner. Like, behind my wife and my kid, my siblings, who all grew up together without me in a different household, are the closest family members I have, and no one in any of my families would dispute this or take offense to me saying it. There's gotta be something missing here, right? Like, no normal person is gonna make 19 videos in 3 days about a family they've only seen on TV unless there's some weird repressed emotion they're bearing related to the subject matter.
I have a half sister out in this world because I did 23andMe, and I feel nothing towards her. I feel nothing towards her. I don't know her. I have 4 other siblings that I grew up with. They're my half siblings, but I don't feel anything towards that girl because I don't really know her.
Oh, there it is. There you have it. I'm gonna go reality TV show fan mode here for a second and speculate that I actually think Big Aries cares a lot about this half sibling that's out there, because I have half siblings that are out there who either don't know or don't care that I exist. And the difference between her and the people who actually don't care is that people who don't care don't make videos talking about how they have siblings out there who they don't care about. If you're not an adopted person, do us all a favor and stop deluding yourself into thinking you know what it must be like to be in our shoes. You have no clue.